Thank you for listening to Business English HQ. My name is Craig and I'm working with Dr. Frank Bankowski, and today we're going to show you how you can find the content that you're writing through research. In today's Business English podcast, I'm going to talk about how you can find your content through the research. So, a useful technique when writing informative texts or reports is researching. This is what you have to do when you first start writing. Once you've narrowed down the list of points that you want to cover, like what you want to talk about, you can figure out how to obtain the content details. Our number one research tool is the internet. We use books and reference material at libraries, and we also use textbooks, newspapers, journals, and magazines. Another good technique to get information from subject matter experts. I talk more about this in our post asking questions, so there's going to be a link below. You can link to it. The internet is a world unto itself. There's more material on any topic than you can ever read, watch, or listen to. There are web pages, blogs, PDF documents, ebook, video, audio, press releases, discussion lists, oh my goodness, so many other things, right? The internet has everything that you need. But the whole point is you need to break this down and understand in a way that doesn't overwhelm you. So Business English HQ, Craig, and Dr. Frank have come up with 4 very important techniques for doing research for your business writing. Right. You need to get good at these 4 techniques. And so if you stick with us, you ask us questions, we'll help you along the way. The first is taking notes. Whenever we're doing research, we use a standard or legal-sized paper and write our abbreviations. We'll use ampersand, we'll use hashtag, we'll use STH for something. You know, you skip the article and you just take smart, holistic notes. We're going to include a link for holistic learning and note-taking below. We also use taking quotes from a source. So using direct or indirect quotes really helps when you're doing your research. It's extremely important for illustrating and supporting the ideas you want to develop is to take a quote, start a quote, and then talk. When you buy or when you look at our Business English HQ Guide to Writing, you'll notice that every chapter has a quote in the front. In fact, most business and technical books that you buy are going to have a quote at the front. That helps frame the research and it frames what the person who's writing is trying to say. We also paraphrase information in our own words. Whenever you start writing, okay, and whenever you start doing the research, paraphrasing other people's work helps you deeply understand. Because if you can explain what you've read in your own words, then you understand it. Finally, we like to summarize the main idea from our source, a key skill that requires you to synthesize and restate the essential ideas of text in your own words. That's basically summarizing, paraphrasing, quoting, and note-taking. You know, when you're evaluating sources, now just because you know how to do this and just because you're doing your research for the writing doesn't mean you're doing a good job. So here's a few things you need to pay attention to when you go to a website like Wikipedia or the New York Times or momandpopblog.com. Okay? You need to understand the reputation of the author or the website. If it's a great website like BBC, okay, you can trust them. But if it's a website like, I don't know, bbr.myopinion.info, right, you probably can't. My apologies if that's a real website. I was just trying to make that up. You also need a list of references or citations that lead to good sources. Finally, you need a professional quality of tone, style, and level of information. What you're saying needs to be very good. The nature of your information offered needs to be well known. So you need to know if you're reading a fact, an opinion, or just propaganda. You also need to pay attention to the date of the material. The more recent the material was written, the better. A lot of clever bloggers and clever web people are taking away the date, so you have no idea when it was written. That's a clever technique, but it doesn't really help you. And finally, you need to know the truth of the information that you're reading. So just because a website says something doesn't mean it's true. If I write a blog post that says water makes you thirsty and fire doesn't hurt, that doesn't mean it's true just because it's on the internet. My name is Craig. I work with Dr. Frank at Business English HQ. We're working through this YouTube channel. We're working through our blog post at businessenglishhq.com. We really know that you need help with business writing. We've put together a book. We have a Twitter feed that we talk on. We have comments. We have all kinds of exciting things. So get a hold of us in the many ways that we allow you to. Ask us questions. Leave us comments. Give us your screams of angst, and we will help you write better English. I promise. Thank you.